Okay, we are all packed up from our site, ready to go. Kendall's got her pack on, and I'm ready to go. We didn't have a fire last night, but I built this little fire ring. Got some firewood ready for the next person that's going to use the site. And we're right off of the trail, so the trail's right there. And we're going to head north that way. Got off the trail about 4 o'clock and just walking down the road about a half mile to a place called Through It All Hostel. And it's right next door to a restaurant, so we're down there. They say they have bunks there, so we're going to go check it out and see if we can find a place to sleep. Good morning, everyone. It's what is it? It's Sunday the 15th. Don't even know what day it is anymore. And we are back on the trail. We left the Through It All Hostel yesterday. Great little ministry they got going on there, or this morning. And now we're heading back on the trail north, going across the bridge. Just had a little trail reroute, so we had to go around some storm damage, which was okay. It wasn't far, but it's a little colder this morning. I might threaten the rain on us today, but it's not going to dampen our spirits. We're going to be happy being on the trail. So glad to have you with us, and hope you enjoy the trip. That's what we have to look forward to this morning. Kendall, what do you think about that? Yeah, just a lot of steps going all the way up to the top of the mountain. That's a lot of steps. Well, it all starts with the first one. There you go. Alright, and we're off to the top of the mountain. Even Pennsylvania is hilly. You think they're all gonna be hilly? Well, let's go find out. The blueberries are getting closer. Now they're just little red berries, but you're getting closer to being able to munch out on blueberries. Okay, we just stopped and ate some lunch at a nice little campsite area. Stretched out and relaxed a little bit and did some planning for the next couple days, and yeah, it was a good lunch spot. It's back on the trail again, and the trail today, other than that up at the beginning, has been fairly good trail. It's been fairly level and not very rocky at all, so we're moving along pretty good today. But don't feel rushed today. We just feel like, well, we'll do whatever. It's nice to be able just to pull off at a campsite without having to go to a designated shelter or spot. So I just feel a little less pressure, and so yeah, it's a lot more relaxed day today, which is what we've been needing. We've been pushing pretty hard the last week or two, and yeah, it's been nice to just relax a little bit more today. So all right, we're gonna go up the trail and find out there's a shelter just a little ways ahead, probably about 2 more miles ahead, and we'll stop there and have a little snack there. So all right, we'll meet you up there and share a snack with you. All right, looks like we're walking late in the evening, but actually it's only 2:30 in the afternoon, but we're walking through this really dense pine forest. And it's just really dark through here. The canopy is really thick, and the day is dark too, but it's just really thick forest right through here of pine trees. But it's kind of cool, actually. It's pretty nice walking too. Alright, we made it to Birch Run Shelter. Very nice little shelter, newer one, on big porch with a table, and there's bunks inside of it and such. But we're actually thinking about camping, so I'm going to walk around and see if we can find a campsite. They got a really nice fire pit right here, but most of the firewood in these areas have been scoured over the years. It's very difficult trying to find good firewood in these areas, but Tom's Run Shelter, 6.3 miles ahead, and Pine Grove Furnace is the next state park, is in 10 miles ahead. So anyway, but got a little campsite down here by the stream. It actually looks a decent little campsite. Got a nice little flat spot here, but we were told there's some nice campsites down the way a little bit, so we'll take a look at that and see what we can find. There's also a little tent pad spice over here, but that one doesn't look quite as good. So anyway, we're gonna have a little snack and then I'll look around and see. We might stay here, even though it's early. It's only 3 o'clock, but it's raining just a little bit, and so we're going to decide if we want to stay here or push on. So, all right, let's go see if we can find a site. Okay, we sat at the shelter for a while and ate some snack. Had a Dr. Pepper and some Pringles. Woohoo! And couldn't could have stayed there. There were some nice sights. The shelter was even pretty nice, but it started raining while we were there, so we just kind of sat in the shelter and talked with some hikers that had come through. Let's see, there was Friendly Ghost and Foxtrot. We had never met them before, but they were through hikers and younger, but very nice, very chatty, and had good conversation with them. But the rain stopped, and Kendall wanted to move on, so we packed up our stuff, and we're headed up the trail. Decided to go another 3 more miles, which will make it a good 13-mile day. So, but when the trails look like this, I'm willing to do that. Man, this is a nice trail right here. So we're gonna walk up here. Probably got about 2 more miles to go. So we'll get up there and see if we can find a campsite. So we come to this little road crossing here. We came out of the trail that way. The road comes down there. Trail goes up that way, but wanted to video this section because this area is actually called Dead Woman's Hollow. So yeah, I don't think we're going to camp here at Dead Woman's Hollow, but we will go up ahead a little bit. But kind of an interesting name for this little area, so I don't really want to know how it got its name. So, all right, we're going to go up this way. Walking the road here in a little different type of area than we were in the dark forest earlier. This one's all open and dead, clear. Skies are actually still cloudy, but it's not really raining anymore. A little sprinkle now and then, but no more rain. So, but definitely a different feel than that dark forest we were in earlier. So, a lot of different types of forest today.
Just carrying a bag of water.
And yeah, we are each carrying a water bag because if we do find a campsite, it may not be by water, so we're hoping to be able to camp wherever we want to and not have to worry about water. We got enough for tonight's dinner and some little bit of hot cocoa for breakfast tomorrow, so that'll be good. We each have full bottles on our pack as well, so we got plenty of water. So let's go see if we can find a nice campsite. Kendall found us a good campsite, and it's a good time of the day. We're both happy. Look, she's smiling, and we got a nice little campfire there. It's in the pine trees, which I love. So, and it's up off the trail, which is good. They left us a little bit of firewood. I think I'm going to try to do a little fire this evening, just to give me something to do.
What time is it?
And it is what? It is 4 minutes to 6. And how far do we go today, Kendall, about?
Look it up and see.
All right, we'll get back to you on our distance. But it was farther than we'd originally planned, which is good. And we're both still happy at the end, which is another positive. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and get set up here. And we'll get back with you once we're set up. Okay, we got our camp all set up. We got Kendall's tent there and my tent back there, and got a little fire going. Got pot cooking. Tonight we're having it's kind of a white cheese and broccoli mac and cheese kind of a thing that we picked up from the hostel this morning. And so yeah, we're all settled in for the evening, and skies are actually clearing up. There's more patches of blue sky rolling in, and looks like the rain is pretty much blowing out. The only time it rained is when we were sitting having our snack of Dr. Pepper and chips at the shelter. So yeah, we found a great site here, and happy to be here. It's been a great day, probably one of our better days on trails. So